Yo, what's up, guys? Rev Sauce Night. So we're going to just do a quick review of Ring of Honor Wrestling from last night for 9/19/2024. But real quickly, be watching my content, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of you don't, and then you go and dislike. I don't understand that logic. You only watch 20 seconds. How do you get, are you getting the middle, beginning, and end of my opinion or whatever? Like, I just don't get people, man. It's bizarro world. Since I've switched from doing live content to uploaded content, I notice my views have declined. I notice people are just sleeping on my content. It's okay. I get it. And I also get the, I can't watch your whole video, but I could dislike because, why? You just read my title and that's it? That's really ignorant, to be honest with you. I feel that's ignorant. I don't go to all these other channels that sit back and I just read their titles and I just go, dislike you because I don't like your title. Dislike you because I don't like your title. Oh, dislike you, motherfucker. Like, the fuck? Like, people are fucking bizarre. Like, damn. And be watching my content. Like, what the F? Share it out. Phone a friend. Put it out there. I'm putting out some good shit. Guys got to be watching. You guys got to be watching. You guys got to be doing the things. I just find it really funny how average duration time is 20 seconds, but you want to dislike my video. And I want to say thank you to the people that are coming by recommendations. I appreciate you. Really, I do. The kind words that I've been receiving, I appreciate it. Anyway, Ring of Honor last night. And yes, I'm probably the only channel that covers Ring of Honor time to time and TNA time to time. Yes, I'm trying to do all the wrestling shows, the main ones that are out there. I'm going to be doing Rampage SmackDown tomorrow. So before somebody, oh, Rampage sucks, it's dying. Yeah, I'm probably the last of the last that watches it, and there's actual storylines and there's actual things. But you go and listen to the big names that will feed you with bullshit and tell you that, oh, by the way, Tony Khan can't book. Tony Khan sucks. Everything to do with AEW, they're dying. But they're getting a TV rights deal. Everything is great. Man, I just love how people, like, regurgitate this shit because you listen to it from the big names. You know, you don't come and rock this shit. I'm positive about shit, man. I'm in the middle. Yeah, this week I did say on my AEW Dynamite that Tony Khan was rushing booking decisions. Yeah, he kind of rushed some booking decisions. But it's not as bad because they're building storylines. Darby Allin is going to be your next heavyweight champion because I've been reading the reports. And maybe I should have reported that stuff, but a lot of that's just rumor and speculation. And I don't want to just start being a rumor and speculation channel. I'll leave that for the Sean's views of the world of that stuff. Like, I'll leave, they do a good job with that stuff. It's not for me. I don't like bullshitting and lying to people. I don't like just going in Facebook groups to find some random bullshit story. You know what I mean? So anyway, enough of me rambling and stuff like that. So Ring of Honor. We had 2 proving ground matches, and I don't like proving ground matches. I think it's stupid when they do it. Just call it elimination matches or don't do them at all. Anyway, they should have just had 2 title matches and just had both of them lose. It's nice to see Allison Kay back, though. It's nice to see her on Ring of Honor television, AK. It's nice to see her. I'm surprised she hasn't been picked up by WWE or re-brought into TNA. She's been floundering. She's got bulkier, though. But she's been floundering between AEW, Ring of Honor. I've seen her on NWA. I've seen her on Women's of Wrestling. I may start covering Women's of Wrestling. I've been seeing it here and there, and it looks interesting, so I may start covering it. We're going to be talking about Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. She may be over there. Who knows? She's been floundering between the products. I hope she gets somewhere happy and gets some money because she's really good talent. Anyway, we start out with the infantry and all the announcements for the night. Hard-hitting Rachel Ellering will be in action with the Olympic boxer knockout artist Anthony Ogogo. Yes, Anthony Ogogo and Rachel Ellering has been mostly featured on Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor kind of has a roster, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, I know some people are going to be like, who watches Ring of Honor? Who watches Ring of Honor? I do. I do time to time. And I'm not going to tell you how I watch it. Go Google it. Figure it out for yourself. Call a friend. Phone a friend. Figure it out. I'm not going to explain it to you. Anyway, you had Caprice Coleman and Kabani basically explaining what's going to be going on. I like these two. Can we have these two, like, literally doing Collision? Because Caprice Coleman is hilarious and Kabani is great. I don't know the whole thing with him and Kevin Kelly. I don't understand that logic, but I like both. And you know, I like Caprice Coleman, and before somebody says, oh, I said I like Kevin Kelly. I'm not a big fan of Kevin Kelly, so let me correct myself. But yeah, the World Championship, Television Championship women's match, Allison Kay, man, this match was good. I wish they would have Ring of Honor traveling as its own brand instead of doing Rampage, Ring of Honor, and Dynamite. Like, they do these as, like, kind of like main event, like it just like the crowd's filing in, and they do these good matches, but it's just like Red Velvet's good shit, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Allison Kay, man, like there was like this Death Valley driver she did that was pretty fucking sweet. And then Red Velvet, man, she's coming along, man. I like the title, the custom title they have for her. I like the red strap for the women's television title. Velvet starts strong with Allison Kay with a fall-away slam, then a suplex, then another power body move, and then gains the advantage. Kay puts Velvet into an ankle lock and then straight jacket before Velvet starts making her comeback. Kay cuts her off for a moment. 1 point, spine buster, but then it was all Red Velvet. Red Velvet running into Kay, and then basically a face buster type move, not like LA Knight's Blood Force Trauma, but kind of close. And Red Velvet gets the 1, 2, 3. I do like Red Velvet. I wish Red Velvet would have been more main roster. I don't think they're ready. Kiera Hogan, where's Kiera Hogan? Because last time I checked on Ring of Honor, Kiera Hogan, I think she got hurt again or they released her. I'm not 100% there. The Gates of Agony, Tina Lano, I hope I'm saying his name right, Bishop Khan, defeat Dante Leon and Trip Goody. Trip Goody looked like a jobber, to be honest with you. Dante Leon is a good piece of talent. Just unfortunately that he's been in that purgatory of being a jobber on Collision, Rampage, and Ring of Honor. So, like, I'm glad to see him in a tag team. The way they lost to the Gates of Agony was like a throwaway match. So I wasn't a big fan of this. This is some things with Tony Khan I don't like is proving ground matches, throwaway matches, and jobbers. Like city talent that's up and coming that are in a school training to be a wrestler. We put them out there. We don't give them any type of we don't pump them up. Kind of what WWE did that with Kevin Owens and the other guy this last week. But this week, it would be nice if Caprice Coleman and Kabani would sell the jobber. They're going to lose convincingly. But again, Tony Khan needs to get better with this kind of stuff. Like jobber central. I just don't like that. Or you're putting really good tag teams that should be up on your main card, because the main card needs talent, like the Gates of Agony, and you have them go against shaky talent that has not been proven. That's why I didn't like the fact they got rid of Dark. And I'm hoping Shockwave is like their NXT. I hope. I really do hope. Preston Vance. It's nice to see Preston Vance back. They did say he's coming back. They said he's looking good, up in shape. He beats Brandon Cutler. Brandon Cutler is a performance enhancement talent, a jobber technically. And Preston Vance basically slaughtered him. Basically. Preston Vance got the victory here. He hits this devastating, lariat. It's like a clothesline from hell, modified, spinning, it's like Judas Effect, but clothesline from hell. I don't know how to explain it, but throughout the match, Preston Vance was just beating the shit out of Cutler. Cutler cut a promo at the very beginning and basically shit all over Vance. Shake my hand, purr. And then just started from the minute go. Preston Vance, man, honestly, he was on the main roster. He was on Dynamite. Put him back on Dynamite and have him go up the card. This is a guy you should put time into. If you're not going to put it into Wardlow, you're not going to put it into Hobbs, put it into Preston Vance. He's good shit and he can talk. That's the thing I don't understand. They took him out of the Dark Order, made him into a character, put him in this hokey pokey lucha shit, and then they brought him out, and now he's on Ring of Honor doing good shit because last week he was on too. And again, this guy should be going up the card, not going against job talent that's fucking the Elite's friend, best friend or whatever. John Silver. This is another one that I complained about. I like John Silver, but why are the Dark Order only on Ring of Honor? That's my question. You got Evil Uno cutting the best promos of his life. Nobody watches it. But me. But me. He's cutting great the shit that he cut against Dustin and Sammy is like, where have you been all my life? This should be on Dynamite. But Ring of Honor, maybe Collision. This is why Tony Khan should separate his rosters and have kind of like what they do for WWE. I know that I don't want them to be like WWE, but they should take some pages from WWE and have certain titles on certain things, maybe build up a cruiserweight division, do something. You know what I mean? You know, I just feel like AEW needs a brand split. I think if they're going to have 4 different shows or they're going to kill one off to make a third show on Fox, they got to do something here because, like, they have good shit. When Dark Order wants to cut promos, they're great. John Silver, when he wants to cut a fucking promo and a half, it's great shit. It's just, they put this behind the paywall of Ring of Honor. And it's like, I wish Ring of Honor would find a television place or a home. You know what I mean? I really hope with this new deal that is soon to be finalized, I do hope Ring of Honor is on the Max app. Maybe we get that as a weekly show on the Max app. Something. Throw a bone. Do something here because John Silver defeats KM. I'm not going to go into it. John Silver basically treated KM that's this big, bulky, like, what happened to KM? KM was coming out of fucking Impact Wrestling jacked. This guy was jacked to the gills. Now being a agent and sometimes wrestler like Christopher Daniels, I'm like, you guys hit the weights? Because it looks like you just went to McDonald's and ate McDonald's. I don't know what the fuck. But KM looked sloppy. Looked all over the place. Like, there was moves like Silver and KM posed down before the match begins with the crowd heavily favoring Silver. Dark Order had begun heel late with not the case. Silver was playing the crowd. KM looked like he was being a heel. It's like the storytelling was a little off in this match too. That was another thing I was going to point out to you guys here. But yeah, Ring of Honor honestly needs to get better. And KM, I don't know why KM is wrestling in a ring. It was awful. Like, there was things that KM was trying to sell. Like, Silver picked him up and threw him. And then he's like bouncing around like The Rock taking a stunner. And I'm like, the fuck? What are we doing? And then he's like bouncing against the ropes like we're in a bounce house. It's like, what? KM, get him off my TV. I know he jobs out on Dynamite and fucking Collision. He's the job out enhancement performance guy, but this guy's got to come off the TV. He's just terrible. And he used to be great in Ring of Honor / Impact, and he looks like he's out of shape. And he looks weathered. He looks fucking weathered. John Silver got the victory here, but it came off. It made John Silver look good because the crowd's in the Dark Order. Let me tell you guys this. The crowd's in the Dark Order. Like, I don't understand. Like, I know Brody Lee's long and gone, and you know, God bless him and his soul and all that, but Dark Order with their new music, with Evil Uno being the face, it's great shit. But why not on Dynamite? Why are these guys being relegated to Rampage or Ring of Honor? It makes no sense. Rachel Herring, this is another one. Against Maggie Lee, beat her in seconds. I don't like when they do this on Dynamite, but they surely do it on Ring of Honor a lot. City Talent. And they don't even explain why. Oh, Maggie's here. She's waving. And then Rachel Ellering just goes and does 4 moves of doom, and that's it. And she goes, I'm going up the card. How is that getting you up the card? Wins and losses in this jobber. When they have these jobber talent, wins and losses should not even fucking matter. I don't know why Tony Khan books this way. It's like watching a dark match. And it's terrible. When I used to go watch Monday Night Raw, they used to have dark matches against like home talent that was terrible. They're doing the same thing, and Rachel Ellering's better than that. Rachel Ellering was fucking on GCW, fucking She Can Go. She was on Impact / TNA. Like, Rachel Ellering can go. She was in NXT for a period. She can go. She should not be in these type of matches. She beat Maggie Lee very handedly. The Infantry. Sean Dean and Charlie Bravo with Trish O'Donnell defeating the Spanish Announcing Project. Angelico and the Spectacle. Great match. Honestly, good stuff. Like, I wish this match right here, the Infantry and the Spanish Announce Project, this should be on your B show. This should literally be on your B show. The high-flying moves they did, the things that they were doing, great shit. And Ia Kabani and Caprice Coleman, night and day difference. I love these guys. Please put them on Collision. Like, seriously. You can have. It's a pile driver. You can have Excalibur and Taz and all that. But I want some new blood. I want some hype. Like, for real. Like, I like Nigel McGuinness and I like Shivani, but you could put Coleman. I'd rather have Coleman over Shivani personally. Caprice is great shit. It's like I when I listen to Caprice and then Kabani, it's night and day difference. It's like they're more energized. Great match. Falcon Arrow and Helico got back up the offense, then started to work on Dean, and then Angelo had floundered following a Serpentico hit a Fog Splash for a 2 count. And that was that. Pretty much back and forth. They kind of replayed some things from Dynamite, like Kip Sabian. I didn't care for that. I don't know what they're doing with Kip Sabian. I just have no effing clue with that. But there's that. Anthony Ogogo, again. Anthony Ogogo is beating people like with fists. He's a bare knuckle fighter. He's beating people. You have Anthony Ogogo that wasn't he signed to a main roster type deal? Why is he on Ring of Honor beating jobbers? He beat this guy within minutes. You're wasting matches. To me, for Ring of Honor television, you are wasting matches. Like, where's Mark Briscoe? Why are we not furthering the Ring of Honor main card stuff? Why is he on with the conglomeration? He should be on Ring of Honor for his next opponent. I don't get that. Again, here's another one. Rusman versus Brian Cage. You have talent. You have a bloated roster on the main roster. Why are you not bringing these main roster guys? Where's Johnny TV? Where's Taya Valkyrie? Where are these main talents that you can't, like Private Party should be on Ring of Honor. You should be building Private Party on Ring of Honor. You should be building your young farm talent here. Seriously. For real, you should. Where are your main guys here for the titles? I noticed the last couple weeks of Ring of Honor, it's like a performance enhancement talents. It's like, come on now. Then we get to the actual story that they've been building for the ROH Proving Ground match for the Tag Team Championships with Dustin Rhodes and Sammy. And I love this because Dustin feels like he has vindicated his career. He's rejuvenated his career with Sammy. They're 6-man champions, and then all our trios champions for Ring of Honor, and then are also tag team champions. 2-time. He calls himself 2-champ. 2-champ. It's great. I like it. And I like Evil Uno. Evil Uno, he's cutting promos, but you have him on Ring of Honor. Why? This man should be a singles guy. He's cutting devastating promos. I like the look of Evil Uno. I just wish that they would make him more sinister, more evil. What are they doing? They lost. They lost. The Code of Honor wasn't here to, but Reynolds gave Guevara a little shove. Dark Order definitely are heels. Reynolds left the ring, pointed out that they don't have to beat the champions in a Proving Grounds match. I don't like Proving Ground matches. They're stupid. Eliminator matches are stupid. What they should do is have number one contenders matches. If you're going to do that, you should have a number one contender. Then let's have the tag team match. You know what I mean? For the titles. You know, Rhodes broke out. And at one point, Riccaboni pointed out to the commentator that Rhodes had been tag team champion, a Hall of Famer, such as Booker T and Ricky Steamboat. The Dark Order ended up offense worked on Rhodes. Rhodes eventually fought back with a power slam on Uno and went to make a tag, but Silver got in the ring, distracted the ref, so he didn't get the tag. Dark Order was able to gain the advantage again and again. Uno hits a pile driver on Rhodes for a 2 count. Guevara eventually made his tag, hot tag. The crowd got pretty into Guevara. He hit the cutter on Reynolds. Rhodes ran into the ring, hitting a shiny wizard for a 2 count, and then it went from there. And then a Texas Destroyer then went for a twisting suplex. Guevara hit a swanton on Reynolds for the 1-2-3 win. And that's how Ring of Honor went off the air. And then, what's up with the Von Erich? Why are we doing... The Von Erich should be on the main roster. Like, I don't get it. The Gates of Agony versus the Rhodes and the Von Erichs as well. I don't... The Gates of Agony attacked the Dark Order, who joined in. So the 6-on-2 attack, close the show. Gates of Agony will probably get a shot. Again, I wrote this in my notes. We'll get a shot against Rhodes and Guevara, like, again, then Rhodes and Guevara will probably win that match. And that's how Ring of Honor ends. It's like, here's the thing with Ring of Honor. This could be their sideshow that does very well. And they could have this is where Tony Khan can make so much extra money shopping it around. I like Ring of Honor. But ever since Tony Khan, it's kind of like he just bought it and they've been floundering. Like, you have plenty of talent. Plenty. You could do Jamie Hayter and Saraya as a Ring of Honor thing. Build up your Ring of Honor. Put talent to get views. I just don't get it. I watch it every week. But I just don't get it. And then rushing storylines. Like, they're rushing storylines. This is the thing. They're rushing storylines on the main shit. To get to, because because of All Out. Then Athena, you kind of get the idea Athena is going to be defending her title eventually. Like, we're not having Mark Briscoe here. We have titles that are sitting that you don't have them on television. It makes no sense. You have one title defense here. Maybe two. Proving Ground. Not even title defenses. Proving Ground matches. Drink that in. And you have fucking Evil Uno cutting promos of his life. Beyond me. Beyond me. If I had to give this show a review because of the jobbers and stuff, this was a C. All day. It's a 5.75 for me. And you know what's funny? You know what's funny is they Warner Discovery said they're putting efforts into bettering this show. If they're bettering it, then somebody needs to go to Tony Khan and say, you can't have jobber. You can't have house talent. You have plenty of main roster. I don't get it. I don't understand why you have Anthony Ogogo here when he should be on the main roster. He's not good anyway. He's awful. But if you're going to have the guy beat people, wouldn't you want them more on your main shit? I'm just kind of pointing it out. Anyway, my name is Rev Sauce. This show was a solid C. I will give it. I did enjoy the Dark Order and Sammy Guevara, Dustin, Rhodes. I thought that saved it. Red Velvet's match with Allison Kay. I really enjoyed it. I wish Allison Kay on the main roster, man. She should be on the main roster. I don't know why nobody's signed her. No big promotion has. She deserves the money that she deserves. Rachel Ellering too. I'm shaking my head. These are talents that should be on your main roster with Serena Deeb more often. And then you got these reports. You got these people in the IWC blaming Britt Baker for all this and blaming Saraya and people like that. And then they believe these fake dirt sheets and YouTubers and fucking shit. Anyway, my name is Rev Sauce. I'll see you guys on the next one. I will be live at some point today on YouTube. I've recognized that I should be going live more often because a lot of you watch my live content than my uploaded content. I just noticed it. So I'll be back live on YouTube. We'll be talking a lot of wrestling and stuff like that. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.